Μια ζωή 10 λεπτά πριν κάνω. Γιατί σκάς τώρα? Γεια σου ρε Λίκερε, γεια σου Ανδρέα. Τι κάνετε παιδιά, πώς είστε, πώς τα περνάτε? Ήμουν ήδη εδώ πέρα, αλλά μέχρι να γυρίσω το βίντεο, να κάνω πράγματα, να ακούσω τα τραγούδια που παίζανε, να κάνω και ένα κινητό. Έτσι κάτσε. Έτσι κάτσε, κλείσε. Τι ανοίγει ρε μαλάκα? Όχι, δεν θέλω κάτι τέτοιο. Mines of Moria. Λοιπόν, πάμε. Ήρθε η ώρα να το δούμε. Αχ, τα έχω παίξει σήμερα. Έμαθα ότι θα παίξεις Throne και Liberty. Όχι. Εγώ πεθαίνω, δεν πρέπει να μιλήσω. Θα παίξω Throne και Liberty. Προφανώς και δεν θα παίξω Throne και Liberty. Για να παίξω Throne και Liberty προϋποθέτει κάτι πάρα πολύ σημαντικό. Χρόνο. Γεια σου Μιχάλη. Πόσο energy έχω? 240 στα 240. Κατά! Τι φάρμαρα εδώ? Α, έφτιαχνα την μπέλα. Προσπαθείς να καταλάβεις τι κάνω. Δεν έχω κάνει ακόμα απολύτως τίποτα. Για την ώρα απλά πνίγομαι. Λοιπόν, μέχρι να μαζευτούμε λιγάκι, να φαρμάρω λίγο για την μπέλα που ήθελα κάτι πραγματάκια. Τσεγιά! Κάτσε εδώ πέρα να έρθουμε, να κάνουμε αυτό, να πειράξουμε τον ήχο, να πάμε στο 40%. Κλείνουμε σένα. Κάπου εδώ πέρα υπήρχε ένα Honkai, υπάρχει ένα Honkai, το οποίο δείχνει Honkai, καταπληκτικά. Μπήκα να φαρμάρω σαν καλό παιδί, να βγάλω τα πράγματα όλα, να είμαι προετοιμασμένος. Παιδιά, έχουμε να κάνουμε πουλάκια σήμερα. Και δεν εννοώ τα πτηνά, ούτε τα στερεά. Εννοώ τα ψηφιακά. Θα πάμε στο τρένο και θα τραβήξουμε εισιτήρια. Και θα λείπει ο Μάκης και θα πάρουμε 2 πεντάρια. Μαρινίρο. Κατά. Κάτσε να Ανδρέα. Είπα όχι τα στερεά. Ρε φυσιάρο. Ναι, φυσιάρο. Ρε φυσιάω. Εντάξει, είπαμε. Όχι. Όχι ultimate το καλημέρα. Όχι κατευθείαν μίσος και κακό. Λοιπόν, γιατί κάνω αυτό? Να σας εξηγήσω λοιπόν γιατί κάνω αυτό που κάνω τώρα. Ανεβάζω μία χαρακτήρα. Για να μπορέσω να ανεβάσω τη συγκεκριμένη χαρακτήρα πρέπει να μαζέψω υλικά. Όχι, σε εξήγησα. Αυτόματη μάχη είναι. Γιατί είναι αυτόματη μάχη? Γιατί έχω πάει χαρακτήρες τέτοιου level να παίξουν ξύλο με αυτά εδώ. Όπως καταλαβαίνεις, δεν χρειάζεται να είμαι μπλεγμένος καθόλου. Ωραία. Άρα δεν χρειάζεται να κάνουμε κάτι άλλο. Λοιπόν, φαντάζομαι ότι δεν έχεις ξαναδεί Honkai, γιατί είχα να παίξω καιρό Honkai. Βάσει από το πότε έχεις έρθει στο κανάλι. Οπότε, τι είναι το Honkai? Honkai είναι ένα ωραίο γκάτσα παιχνίδι. Το οποίο τι σημαίνει? Είναι ένα παιχνίδι. Αχ, κοριτσάρα μου, με το άσπρο το μαλλί. Είναι ένα παιχνίδι στο οποίο ουσιαστικά έχεις μια ιστορία. Είσαι ένας τύπος που ξύπνησε και μέσα του υπάρχει ένα αντικείμενο το οποίο λέγεται Stellaron. Το Stellaron αυτό, σκέψου μια πυρηνική βόμβα επί 1000. Πηγή ενέργειας. Ωραία. Και και λίγο νοημοσύνη, γιατί είναι sentient αυτά τα πράγματα. Το θέμα λοιπόν είναι ότι εμείς έχουμε ένα Stellarion μέσα μας. Ωραία. Δεν ξέρουμε γιατί είναι μέσα μας, δεν ξέρουμε ποιοι είμαστε, δεν ξέρουμε τι κάνουμε. Αυτό το οποίο βλέπουμε είναι ότι για κάποιο λόγο είμαστε μέσα σε κάποιες καταστάσεις οι οποίες απειλούν πλανήτες και διαστημικούς σταθμούς και δεν συμμαζεύεται. Την αρχή με το που ξυπνάμε μέσα σε ένα χάος, όπου ένας στρατός του χάους και του κακού πρακτικά θέλει να καταστρέψει ένα διαστημικό σταθμό και το σταματάμε. Μετά από αυτό γινόμαστε μέλος ενός διαστημικού τρένου. Γινόμαστε πλήρωμα του τρένου αυτού. Το οποίο αυτό το τρένο, τέλος πάντων, σαν στόχο έχει να πηγαίνει από πλανήτη σε πλανήτη, να βρίσκει τα Stellarion και να τα απενεργοποιεί. Έτσι. Και από εκεί πέρα ζούμε διάφορες καταστάσεις. Τώρα, όσο παίζεις και όσο κάνεις πράγματα και όσο χαίρεσαι και όσο δείχνεις και πείχνεις και ξύνεις, ξεκλειδώνεις χαρακτήρες. Το τέστην. Αυτή είναι μία σειρά από τους... ναι, σωστά. Δεν πάει έτσι, Μάρι. Αυτοί είναι οι χαρακτήρες που έχω ξεκλειδώσει. Κάπου τελειώνουν σιγά σιγά. Γι' αυτό φρενάρω. Μπράβο. Λοιπόν, αυτοί είναι οι χαρακτήρες. Είναι τύπου RPG. Είναι turn-based combat. Όπου ουσιαστικά έχεις δύο είδη χαρακτήρων. Τους πεντάστερους και τους τετράστερους. Ήδη σε δυνάμεις, έτσι. Από εκεί και πέρα υπάρχουν διάφορα elements. Υπάρχει fire, υπάρχει cold, υπάρχει quantum, υπάρχει lightning. Έχει διάφορα είδη δυνάμεων, αλλά ουσιαστικά οι χαρακτήρες χωρίζονται σε δύο μεγάλες κατηγορίες. Τους τετράστερους και τους πεντάστερους. Οκ. Πρέπει να μου κάνεις μια ερώτηση. Τα patch τι βάζουν παραπάνω. Βάζουν παραπάνω quest. Δηλαδή πάμε πίσω στα Realm Map. Εμείς ξεκινήσαμε στο Herta Space Station. Μετά μας ήρθε το Yarilo 6. Ωραία. Το οποίο ήταν δύο updates. Τα οποία δύο updates συνολικά ήταν 60 μέρες. Όχι, 80 μέρες. Είναι περίπου 40 κάτι μέρες το κάθε ένα. Μετά ήρθε το Xian Zulu Off, το οποίο ήταν πάλι άλλες 40 ημέρες. Μετά ήρθε το Πενακόνι, το οποίο μας γάμισε. Ήταν 4-5 μήνες. Λοιπόν, ουσιαστικά λοιπόν σε κάθε patch σου βάζουν καινούργιους χαρακτήρες του testing. Έχεις ένα Battle Pass, το οποίο το Battle Pass κρατάει 40 ημέρες. Όσο παίζεις και κάνεις πράγματα, ξεκλειδώνεις πόντους, ωραία, και ανεβαίνεις στο Battle Pass. Και παίρνεις πραγματάκια. Προφανώς υπάρχει το Free Battle Pass και υπάρχει και το Paid Battle Pass. Okay. Τώρα, το κινητό μου συνεχίζει και δείχνει πράγματα. Όταν έρχονται καινούργιες καταστάσεις, σου δίνει δώρα. Άλλα δώρα. Main mission. Σου δίνει πάντα ένα act. Τα πρώτα act ήταν σχετικά μικρά. Μετά τα ψιλογαμίσανε. Όταν σου λέω τα γαμίσανε, είχαμε ένα act 12 ώρες μόνο το ένα act. 12 ώρες, 11 και κάτι. Δηλαδή δίνουνε πόνο. Side quest, mission της πλάκας. Και όλα αυτά τα κάνεις για δύο λόγους. Πρώτον, γιατί παίρνεις διάφορα materials. Και δεύτερον, γιατί παίρνεις αυτό. Εδώ πάνω, ωραία, είναι τα Stellar Jade. Τα Stellar Jade τα χρησιμοποιείς για να αγοράσεις κάποια εισιτήρια τρένου, γιατί είμαστε πλήρωμα τρένου. Γεια σου Βύρωνα, καλώς ήρθες στο λακωνικό μας παιχνίδι. Λοιπόν, αγοράζεις κάποια εισιτήρια τρένου, τα οποία εισιτήρια τα ξοδεύεις για να ξεκλειδώσεις καινούριους χαρακτήρες. Okay. Θα το δείξουμε αυτό live. Για την ώρα. Travelog. Πάμε να πάρουμε δώρο. Τώρα, τι σου λέει το παιχνίδι. Γιατί μας γάμισες έτσι ρε παιχνίδι. Το παιχνίδι λοιπόν, γιορτάζοντας ό,τι γιορτάζει τέλος πάντων, σου δίνει free με αυτό το act, ωραία, έναν από αυτούς τους 7 χαρακτήρες. Όλοι πεντάστεροι. Έχουμε τους πάντες πέραν από τον δεύτερο και τον προτελευταίο. Γιατί? Γιατί βρίζει ο Μάριος. Θέλω τον Welt. Δεν έχω καλή δουλειά με τους imaginary χαρακτήρες. Πρέπει να πιάσει λίγο τα βίντεο σου στο YouTube με Honkai, γιατί έχω δει μέχρι τώρα μόνο Yukong. Δεν θες να μπεις στο YouTube να πιάσεις το βίντεο, έχω πολλά πράγματα πάνω. Αλλά, επειδή μου ουσιαστικά είναι μια τεράστια ιστορία, η οποία συνεχίζεται περίπου 1,5 χρόνο τώρα. Το βγήκε πριν από 1,5 χρόνο περίπου. Ωραία. Λοιπόν, έχεις μια ιστορία η οποία εξελίσσεται και όσο εξελίσσεται, εσύ μπορείς να κάνεις διάφορα πράγματα για να πάρεις υλικά και να ξεκλειδώσεις χαρακτήρες. Okay. Τώρα όμως εγώ δεν ξέρω τι να πάρω. Να πάρω Welt ή Young King. Θα το κρατήσουμε για μετά. Γιατί πραγματικά δεν ξέρω τι να πάρω τώρα. Και δεν είμαι από τους ειδήμονες. Οπότε, θα κάνουμε το εξής. Πάμε να ξεκινήσουμε το story. Κούτσα κούτσα. Πάμε μια επανάληψη.
The Astral Express, upon invitation from the watchmaker, heads to a cosmic vacation spot, the Reverie Hotel, for a banquet. However, in this sweet dream paradise, they unexpectedly become entangled in 2 bizarre murder mysteries. A grand struggle for a legacy begins. Numerous factions enter one after another, acting in response to the situation. The family hosts also plot to capture the watchmaker with this opportunity and ensure the Charmony Festival takes place as scheduled. A confrontation between the emanator of the Nihility, Acheron, and IPC representative Aventurine becomes the turning point of the entire event. The latter, through a grand death, shatters the family's lies and reveals the existence of the primordial dreamscape, Dreamflux Reef.
PS, Emanators είναι κάτι σαν avatars θεών. Δηλαδή, είναι chosen χαρακτήρες, οι οποίοι οι χαρακτήρες αυτοί είναι connected με θεότητες. Οι συγκεκριμένοι, οι Άχερον, χαίροντας ποταμός, είναι Emanator, είναι avatar του Nihility. Δηλαδή, του όλοι θα καταλήξουμε στο τίποτα. Νιχιλισμός, του Νίτσε δεν ήτανε. Μισό, γιατί έχω ένα κάρο καλώδια και με ενοχλούν τώρα στο να κουνηθώ. Μακριά καλώδια. What the fuck? Αυτό ήταν ένα μικρό σχόλιο. Όχι, δεν βοηθάνε απαραίτητα τα quest. Γιατί δεν βοηθάνε τα quest? Γιατί δεν σου προσφέρουν κάτι παρά μόνο Stellar Jade. Τα Stellar Jade τα χρησιμοποιείς μονάχα για να πάρεις καινούριους χαρακτήρες. Okay.
The Express crew thus delves into the heart of the situation. Here, Gallagher reveals to everyone the truths about the dreamscape, the Stellaron, Mikhail, and the other nameless. They finally uncover the legacy of the Trailblaze and, in doing so, receive a glimpse from the Harmony. To fulfill the wishes of their predecessors, everyone heads to the Penacony Grand Theater with the intention of sealing the Stellaron. However, they are forced into a deadly battle against Sunday, the head of the Oak family, who is aligned with the Order. This great battle concludes with the fall of the Order once again. The future of Penacony remains uncertain. However, thanks to the mediation of the crew, the family and the IPC agree to cede some of their interests and reach a consensus. Penacony regains the right to determine its own destiny. In the very end, Sparkle makes a grand return with a startling bomb show. This crisis is ultimately resolved amid spectacular fireworks. With everyone receiving their own best ending, the tragicomedy of the sweet dream comes to a close.
Αυτό ήταν γύρω στις 12-13 ώρες story που παίζαμε στο stream. Και κάπου εκεί πέρα ξεκίνησε το λακωνικό που λέει ο Βίρονας. Βίρονα, γράψε ένα λακωνικό. Τώρα μην είσαι μαλάκας. Το λακωνικό παιχνίδι, το Honkai στα Rail. Αυτό. Λοιπόν. Το reveal, τι είναι? Κυριακή, 8 του μήνα, σπασιατικό κυλιτό. Ναι, το λακωνικό. Το κλασικό που γράφεις. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ, αγόρι μου. Αυτή την Κυριακή, πορνό, κατά τις 1, θα κάνουμε μια μικρή παρουσίαση. Έχουμε κάτι να δείξουμε στο κανάλι, το οποίο το ετοιμάζουμε εδώ και μερικούς μήνες, με τη βοήθεια ενός πολύ συγκεκριμένου προσώπου, το οποίο θα το μάθετε την Κυριακή και θα μάθετε περισσότερα.
Nice.
Απογειωτικά ολιγόλογο. Μαλάκα.
Another day with hardly any customers. I really miss those busy times.
Να δώσω ένταση στο παιχνίδι, αφού θέλετε.
Amphorius, the eternal land.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
Έχουμε γίνει ουσιαστικά emanators για 2 θεότητες. Και ένα στέλαρον. Το ταξίδι θα μας πειράξει.
Huh? Has it been that long?
There is no need to be nervous. I understand it may be difficult for us today to wrap our heads around the idea that
We
the
should
world...
consider Pom-Pom's
Fuck.
opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Γεια σου, Κυργάκη. Κασκορίτσε. Ντάνκεν και Χίμεκο δεν είχαν δώσει τις φωνές.
Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
Let Miss Black Swan know that we're considering the internal land as a destination. Seeing that this content is an adventure, and we're going to make preparations for the journey. Meanwhile... Okay.
In
Ουσιαστικά,
other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Tychean Stadium has been repaired.
καλά είμαστε, μια χαρά. Ξεκινάμε να παίξουμε λίγο Honkai στα Rail. Οκ. Λοιπόν, να κάνω και το εξής λίγο.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts.
Γεια σου, γεια σου.
Nothing but
Να...
a pretense for those
Α, με
outsiders.
ψάχνω εγώ εδώ μεταξύ και είμαι εδώ πάνω.
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious.
Ο Ρελίγκρας δεν έχει στριμάρει, γι' αυτό δεν τον έκανες.
Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
The rap. Είχαμε τη ράπα.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez, are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
Όχι, δεν έκανα pulse.
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The
Περιμένω
stand
να
is
πάει,
already
πάει
conceded.
11.
This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
Η Άσονα δεν τελειώνει. Βγάζει καινούριο content συνέχεια.
We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Excuse me, sir.
Τι
Have
κάνει,
we met before?
τι κάνει ο Sunday εδώ.
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
At least she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then
κάποιος
let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
Τη γλίτωσα. Και πάλι τη γλίτωσα. Καλό με αυτό.
I see two bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy
Βάλτε τους και 3. Ναι, ξεκίνησε να το βγάζει
Any
τώρα το
more
YouTube.
conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death.
Jaws of death.
When you were at your wits' end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you helping
Παιδιά, να
me
πάτε
to
στο
work
YouTube
down
μας.
this
Έχουμε
road?
βιντεάκια που ανεβαίνουν
Is this
τώρα.
an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal?
Οπ.
You can have your
How's
freedom
that?
back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Οπα.
Go now. You are free, O chosen one, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge.
Έχασε το φωτοστέφανο αρχικά.
For now,
Το
there's still some
Halo που
time
είχε.
before that payment is due. So why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you
Τι
should
κολοτούμπα
also
είναι αυτή
know
στο
that the
Sunday.
IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard.
1, 2,
The
3 ή
tie
4.
should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
I'm not that
Come
old.
on. Take a joke, will ya?
Η Άσονα δεν έχει χάσει κάτι. Είναι όλη η ιστορία όπως την ξέρουμε. Απλά μας πετάχτηκε ο Sunday από το πουθενά. Δεν έχουμε χάσει κάτι. Απλά κάναμε ένα recap που ήρθαμε στο Πενακόνι, που όλα φαινόντουσαν τέλεια για το festival το οποίο ετοιμαζόταν, για το ότι υπήρχε Stellaron, για το ότι όλοι ψάχναν να βρουν το Stellaron. Ο αρχηγός της μιας οικογένειας ασχολούταν με το order μιας κάτι σαν fallen deity, δεν θυμάμαι πώς λέγεται, πεσμένη θεότητα, νεκρή θεότητα που κάπως βρήκε ένα κομμάτι της μαγείας της. Αυτά που έχουμε δει. Δεν έχει γίνει τίποτα ακόμα.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I mean... Mr. One Week, please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
Όχι. Ό,τι έχω ξεκλειδώσει.
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Δεν χρειάζεται.
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of
Καλά
it as
βάζω.
nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after echoes of the order will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
No consumption of food other than burgers. Ωραία, δεν μπορείς να φας τίποτα άλλο πέρα από burger και απαγορεύεται κυρίως τα παγωτά. Κάποια σειρά, ταινία γυρίζουν και μόνο Το προσωπικό έχει δικαίωμα να είναι πάνω στη σκηνή. Be kind to birds. Be kind to birds. Να είστε ευγενικοί στα πουλιά. Να μην πετάτε σκουπίδια στους σκουπιδοτενεκέδες, γιατί οι σκουπιδοτενεκέδες είναι ζωντανοί. Οκ. Δεν χρησιμοποιούμε bottle caps. Καπάκια από τα Soul Glad, τα οποία τα πουλάει το Dream Jolt Troupe, μια ομάδα από πλάσματα. Constant talks around flowers are prohibited. What? Handstand. Δεν μπορείς να περπατήσεις χεράκι γύρω από τα λουλούδια.
No consumption of food except for burgers. What? No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't...
Wow, το εξαφάνισε.
So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved.
Δεν μ' αρέσει το.
Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
Και λέει τραβάς κάρμα τόση ώρα που κάνεις μαλακίες και μετά απλά θα σε σφάξει.
Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
I tried to warn you. How do you feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
In any case,
You stole my ice cream.
sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
Μαλακία θα κάνεις, το ξέρεις.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
Γεια σου, Master Polypragmon. Ωραία, λοιπόν. Ήρθε η ώρα. Πάμε να κάνουμε pulls. Ωραία, αυτό το θέλουμε ακόμα. Μάκη! Ας ξεκινήσουμε με τα βασικά. Έχω να κάνω εδώ πέρα μερικά πουλάκια. Θες 30. Ωραία, το σκύλο τα κατάφερε. Πάμε, ξεκινάμε. Επίσης, κάτσε να δούμε λίγο πόσο πίτι έχω. Λοιπόν, Μιχάλη, είσαι ακόμα εδώ? Επιβίωσες? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27 πίτι. Α. Πάμε 27 πίτι και 30, 57 πίτι. Ρε λες. Οκ, normal. Τι πήραμε? Οκ, άστα και το... και ένα κόνο. Όχι. Εδώ τι πήραμε? Ωραία. Young Jin είναι αυτή? Δεν θυμάμαι. Ω! Χρυσός! Για να δούμε τα... Έτσι και κάτσι well γίναμε. Είστε έτοιμοι? Πάμε για το πρώτο χρυσό της βραδιάς. Και έχουμε και δεύτερο να πάρουμε σήμερα. Κλάρα! Πολύ τρέλα! Εντάξει, δεν πήραμε well, δεν πειράζει. Ω! Οκ. Λοιπόν, τι γίνεται τώρα? Την Κλάρα, όπως καταλάβατε, την έχω. Ωραία. Γι' αυτό λοιπόν, εγώ γιατί χαίρομαι? Όχι, δεν είμαι χαζός και χαίρομαι. Χαίρομαι για αυτόν τον υπέροχο λόγο. Οι χαρακτήρες έχουν τα λεγόμενα eidolons. Τα οποία eidolons τι σημαίνει? Ότι όσες φορές σου κάτσει ένας χαρακτήρας, εσύ μπορείς να δυναμώσεις τον χαρακτήρα αυτόν. Ο χαρακτήρας συνολικά πρέπει να σου κάτσει, εάν δεν απατατώμε, 7 φορές. Την πρώτη για να το ξεκλειδώσεις και άλλες 6 για να ξεκλειδώσεις αυτά τα abilities. Η Κλάρα λοιπόν εμένα πάει level 3.
Things will get better, won't they?
Yes, they will. Smokums. Η Κλάρα είναι από τα καλύτερα κοριτσάκια της παρέας. Έχει μονάχα ένα μικρό αρχαίο πανίσχυρο πολεμικό ρομπότ. Τι να κάνω ρε μαλάκα, η Κλάρα μου κάτσε. Σαν χαρακτήρας. Τι άλλο? Α, ναι, μου κάτσε και Young King. Έλα, μου κάτσε και Young King. Ωραία. Α, η Ding Yun, συγγνώμη. Young King ποια ήτανε? Η King. Δεν θυμάμαι. Ωραία, έλα τώρα να πάρουμε και το ίδρυο από εδώ. Όντως.
Ah, a visitor. Please let me show you some of our local hospitality.
Η Ting Yun την έκανα ίδρυο 6. Δυνατό. Εδώ έχουμε τίποτα παραπάνω. Καλά, φέρτα αυτά. Αυτά είναι κομμάτια του daily, έτσι όσο τα κάνουμε ξεκλειδώνουμε και παίρνουμε κρυσταλλάκια. Τώρα, πάμε να κάνουμε warp. Και πάμε για το Sunday. Οκ. Τώρα θα μου πεις Μάριε, έχεις 7 ειστήρια. Πού πας ρε μαλάκα? Σας πω και το δίκιο. Θέλουμε άλλα 33. 3,83. Γιατί 33 μόνο? 33 μόνο, γιατί θα πάω στα 40 και θέλω να ρίξω μόνο 40 αυτή τη φορά. Δεν με καίει εάν θα πάρω τον Sunday ή όχι. Που νομίζω θα τον πάρω το Sunday, γιατί δεν είχα κερδίσει το προηγούμενο. Πάμε να δούμε. Οκ. Τι έχουμε? Ωραία, Κίνκε. Την Κίνκε την έχω 6 και απλά μου έδωσε τέτοιο. Μπράβο. Το Κυριακή θα πάρω. Και ας είναι Πέμπτη! Βαγγέλη. Μπρα. Τι έχουμε εδώ? Ωραία. Έτυχα χρυσό στο απλό μπάνερ. Πήγε 3 είδωλον η Κλάρα. Δεν μου κάτσε ο Welt. Και δεν ξέρω τι να πάρω ρε μαλάκα. Young King ή Welt στα τσάμπα. Πάμε για το χρυσό τώρα. Εδώ έχω 60 κάτι πίτι. Νομίζω αναγκαστικά θα είναι Sunday. Πρέπει να είχα χάσει το προηγούμενο τέτοιο. Ναι! Να συνεχίσουμε τώρα διακριτικά και όμορφα. Δεν έχουμε χάσει κάτι. Ήμουνα 40 στο 70, στο 60 κάτι πίτι το πήρα, ναι. Όχι, Βαγγέλη, δεν με πειράζει που δεν πήρα το Sunday. Τον Well τον ήθελα περισσότερο. Και λέει μου κάθεται και δεύτερος χρυσός καπάκια. Και είναι μάξι από πίσω και έρχεται να με μαχαιρώσει. Τα. Γαμήθηκες με την King, σταμάτα! Ωραία, αυτά τα κάναμε τα πουλάκια. Τσιρπ. Τώρα βέβαια ο Μάριος γαμήθηκε, γιατί ο Μάριος πρέπει να ξοδέψει energy και τα πάντα για να μπορέσει να ντύσει τους καινούριους χαρακτήρες. Όπο, πού σκατά είναι. Να τα παιδιά. Να τα. Αχ, Μάκη θα δω, γιατί δεν έχω στο κάτω-κάτω εισιτήρια τώρα. Δηλαδή, άντε να έχω άλλα 40 pools. Ξέρεις τι θα κάνω? Σκατά, δεν μπορώ να το κάνω. Έχω 40. Όχι, τα έχω πάρει αυτά. Όχι ρε, τα έχω πάρει. Το είχα διάσει στο shop. Άμα περίμενα σένα μου θυμίσεις το shop. Και από το mail τα πήρα. Έχω άλλα 5.000 εισιτήρια. Άλλα 5.000 tickets. Εισιτήρια. Μάρια χαλάρωση. Και από εδώ έχω να πάρω άμα χρειαστεί άλλα 10. Εδώ πέρα ουσιαστικά βέβαια σκεφτόμουν μήπως κράταγα για να πάρω το όπλο του Welt που θέλει 600. Έτσι. Το οποίο δεν μπορώ να το πάρω. Γιατί ρε μαλάκα να μην πάρω το όπλο του Welt? Γιατί? Μαλάκα λέει ο Μάκης ξέχνα το, κάτι δεν πάει καλά. Α, σωστά. Για πες Μάκη. Δεν έχω κάνει banners, η αλήθεια είναι, για όπλα. Το μόνο banner που έχω κάνει για όπλο ήταν της Άχερον. Αλλά anyway.
I found a home to protect.
Πάει και ο Άρλαν. 2 χαρακτήρες εξαείδωλοι. Λοιπόν, και όπως είδαμε, τώρα πλέον έχουμε 2 καινούργιους χρυσούς που πρέπει να κάτσω να ντύσω τον Welt, που είναι και γαμό, και τον Young King, τον οποίο τον ήθελα γιατί δεν έχω πολλούς χαρακτήρες για πάγο. Θα μάθουμε. Δεν ξέρω πώς θα πάει αυτό. Βασικά έχω 2, γιατί κέρδισα και τον Τζεπάρ τις προάλλες. Και μετά έχουμε και αυτά εδώ, άλλα 30 από εδώ, άλλα 30 από εδώ. Έχουμε. Στο τρίγωνο τι έχω? Και travelog. Έχω αυτό το οποίο ουσιαστικά μου είναι άχρηστο. Σήμερα βγαίνει το Warframe 1999. Γιατί ο Ανέστης έλεγε για τέλος του μήνα, ρε. Ο Ζεπάρ ντε Παρτιέ. Είναι Ζεράρ ντε Παρτιέ, αλλά τέλος πάντων. Και αυτό είναι ένα άλλο questάκι το οποίο μας δίνει πάρα πολλά πράγματα. Μαλάκα, μα και χτες τα έλεγε ο Ανέστης που τον έγραφες. Και μπορούμε να συνεχίσουμε την ιστορία μας. Δεν ξέρω, ψάχτω. Η αλήθεια είναι, εγώ σου λέω ότι μου είπε ο Ανέστης.
Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in? Something's happening. What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere too.
Εδώ τι ήταν, για να πάρεις το τρουπέ?
Please do not use soul-bad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something? Please do not use the Dream Jolt troupe, where?
Λοιπόν, θεωρητικά κάπου πρέπει να υπάρχει ένα τέρας. Έλα εδώ, γαβγαβ.
There it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
Ugh.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
Okay.
Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Ανδρέα, τι εννοείς? Αν έχω 8 χρόνια stream. Όχι ακόμα.
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule? They can't be seriously going that far, right? Oh, no. Hey, look out!
On the still waters of oblivion.
Never hesitate!
Together as one.
Καλά, με το πάρτι που έχω δεν χάνουμε. Γεια σου Κώστα!
Too slow. Forever triumph! Victory is inevitable!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Again?
Again.
Not fear. That won't do.
No matter. Human
Creations! Ooh, ah!
Waters of oblivion.
Never hesitate! Too slow.
D.
Destined for oblivion.
That won't do.
I weep for the departed.
Έλα κοριτσάρα μου, κόψε τους όλους.
It too shall fall.
human
Creations!
You need to get stronger.
On the still waters of oblivion.
no matter.
The fearless knows not fear. Trap!
Με το πάρτι που έχω,
They have to do that. They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Ugh. Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
Α, να το Halo. Hello! After echoes of order, once distorted, only add to the chaos. As a tuner Sunday can easily discern when the harmony of dreamscapes has been disrupted. Γεια σου, Τζο. Μακ Τζο!
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Δώσκα.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit.
Huh?
I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize.
Κάνει τζο, πώς είσαι?
Oh, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
Νέα ρούχα ο Κυριακής και προσπαθώ να καταλάβω τι ρούχα είναι αυτά, αλλά... Παπά, πέσαμε σε Warframe. Space Anchor activated. What? Παιχνίδι τι εννοείς, το έχω κάνει activate αυτό κάτι αιώνες.
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
Oh.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now, we should go. This will be a long farewell.
Δεν ξέρω.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Λοιπόν, ο Sunday χρησιμοποιεί τις δυνάμεις του από την αρμονία, νομίζω, εδώ πέρα. Και φαίνεται σαν διαφορετικός χαρακτήρας γιατί είναι πρόσφυγας. Τον κυνηγάνε. Γιατί τους ανήκει το 5%.
We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days.
Ω, της πουτάνας η γίνει, αλλά ήμασταν εμείς
It's
εδώ.
time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do.
Continue your journey to reflection. Τι θες να κάνω ακριβώς?
Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Αγόρι μου, τρόμαξα.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Γεια σου, όπλα.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
Μόλις πήρε bodyguard δηλαδή.
Left my home in a hurry too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
Να προσδιορίσουμε εδώ πέρα μια μικρή λεπτομέρεια. Ο Welt, έτσι, είναι ένας γενικά αδύναμος χαρακτήρας. Δεν έχει πάρα πολλές ικανότητες. Έχει μονάχα ένα μπαστούνάκι. Το οποίο κρύβει μια δύναμη η οποία ισοδυναμεί μια μαύρη τρύπα. Ωραία. Μάκη, σκάσε. Το χτίζω. Λοιπόν, σε κάποια φάση ήταν να παίξει το avatar της θεότητας του Nihility ή άχερον ξύλο με τον Welt. Εάν γινότανε κάτι τέτοιο, ωραία, έχουμε ένα avatar που έχει δυνάμεις και έναν τύπο που σου λέει I can control black holes. Fuck you. Ωραία. Οπότε θα έχει πάρα πολύ πλάκα της και γινόταν αυτό. Παίζει να μην υπήρχε μετά το Penacony. Απλά και όμορφα, ούτε στην πραγματικότητα, ούτε στον ύπνο, τίποτα. Λοιπόν, οπότε, το ότι και πάλι κατάφερε να ξεγελάσει τον Welt, έστω και για 3 λεπτά, καλά ήτανε. Καλά πήγε. Έτσι. Ουσιαστικά ο Welt λέει αυτή τη στιγμή, κοίταξε να δεις πουτανάκι. Δεν μπορείς να μου κλάσεις τώρα τίποτα. Δεν έχεις τη δύναμη αυτή. Δεν σε εμπιστεύομαι, θα είμαι από δίπλα. Και τώρα θα μάθουν και όλοι οι υπόλοιποι, ας πούμε, ότι αυτός είναι εκεί πέρα. Οπότε, θα έχει πάρα πολύ πλάκα.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? Or these ladies?
This...
What?
How?
Why?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way?
Υπάρχουν 8 γυναίκες οι οποίες υποτίθεται η μία ήταν νεκρή. Που ήταν 8 αντίγραφά της. Επίσης Χίμεκο και Ντάνγκ Χένγκ δεν έχουν φωνές.
So it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason. I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
Κάμισε τα.
Could there be more to it? Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror. It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of
Δεν είχαν μάλλον τη voice actor. Δεν έχω ιδέα. Την αγγλική τουλάχιστον voice actor. Χίμεκο και Ντάνγκ Χένγκ δεν έχουν φωνές.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by. So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Ναι.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
Την διπιστήκαμε στη Μάρτς. Τι εννοείς, να άφησες με τη Μάρτς και έχουν γίνει 8 από μία τιγκιούν.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
About that. Why don't you ask him instead? He knows how to present things
Μωρή.
logically. Not now. Of all
Όχι
time.
τώρα.
Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
We failed the
Come
challenge.
on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun...
Multiplied.
Miss Tingyun ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
Μαλάκα.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who's this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
Okay.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain. I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Μία παρένθεση σε αυτό που έλεγα πριν. Ο Welt είναι τόσο φλόρος που στην τελική μάχη τον είχε απαγάγει ο Sunday και τον είχε κλειδώσει σε κάποιο μέρος με ένα μικρό plot armor, ωραία, όπου δεν ήταν μέρος της τελικής μάχης ο Welt. Θεωρητικά πάντα, έτσι, δηλαδή υποτίθεται ότι είχε εξαφανιστεί ο Welt. Φανταστείτε ότι υπάρχει λόγος που μάλλον το μόνο άτομο το οποίο κατάφερε και πήγαγε. Γιατί νομίζω ότι είχε απαγάγει τον Welt και κάποιον ακόμα. Δηλαδή δεν θυμάμαι ποιος ήταν ο κάποιος ακόμα. Νομίζω ότι είναι η αδερφή του, η Ρόμπιν. Αλλά δεν θυμάμαι. Αλλά σκεφτείτε λίγο ότι το μόνο άτομο από το Express που πήγαγε ο Sunday ήταν ο Welt. Και αυτό ήταν όταν είχε τις δυνάμεις. Όχι τώρα που δεν τις έχει. Φανταστείτε πόσο φλόρος είναι ο Welt. Αχ, Θεέ μου.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Tingyun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guest?
Πόσα αλήθεια.
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting Yun to her normal self.
Ναι.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting Yuns aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Ω Θεέ μου.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Ting Yun are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Tingyun to come together to form the Tingyun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see?
Πολύ
that,
χαρούμενη η
Mr.
Ting
Yang?
Yun.
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
Hey! You better not be referring to the part about my wits surpassing many others.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on Luofu some time ago?
We kicked their
A
ass.
few survivors?
Ήταν επινέρασμα και δίνουμε σένα.
She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Tingyuns here.
Μαλάκα. Wait, what? 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Τι έγινε ρε μαλάκα? Βάλα και 28. 29, 30 λέει. Ρε! 31. Εκεί που δεν είχαμε καμία, ξαφνικά έχουμε 32 την Q. Καλά πήγε αυτό. Δεν μπορεί να μην έχει καμία εδώ κάτω. Και όμως δεν έχει καμία εδώ κάτω.
Yikes! She's scary. No, I won't be able to talk to her. Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long, long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky. I'll take you next time. Pinky promise? Should we get someone to watch over her?
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply to her.
Money grabber. Ωραία, αυτή δεν μιλάει, οπότε πάμε για τη money grabber.
I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her.
No, fuck that. Let's go elsewhere. Woody flower silver tongue.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
Why?
These three Tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think, Sonny?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
32 psyche. Καλά βιώστε.
This is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
Ωραία, δεν είναι καμία από αυτές, οπότε λογικά κάποια από τις άλλες. Όπα, αυτή την είχα δει.
Oh, were you all looking for me? Oh, were you all looking for me?
Found her! If I remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is...
It's nothing special, really.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage...
Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my
Μόλις
friend
είπαμε
here
το word
perform the
for
task
eyes.
in my stead. Leek has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that. You're acting so... sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Μια χαρά την June.
Kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, One Week.
Did any of you hear a voice just now?
Oh, come on. Πες ότι είναι ακόμα μέσα της η άλλη.
Never mind.
Μια άλλη emanator που είχε πάρει τη μορφή της. Και θεωρούσαμε ότι ήταν νεκρή, υποτίθεται.
Look, it's working.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Okay, that's an introduction.
You're finally back. You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
Πολύ πιο dark, έτσι.
What do you sense?
I
Danger.
should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Don't be afraid. What is this place? No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone. Who are you? And who am I? Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead?
Ούγκουε.
That looks so familiar.
Ναι, that's you.
Want to lead me somewhere?
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
Κάτι με έκανε εδώ.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
No. Έτσι μέσα σε ανάμνηση την Γκιούν.
This girl is...
Ωραία, λοιπόν. Ουσιαστικά υπάρχει ένας στρατός. Ο στρατός του Χάους. Ωραία. Το οποίο στρατός του Χάους έχει τους Lord Ravagers που είναι ας πούμε σαν emanators του Χάους. Σαν avatars. Και ένα από αυτά τα avatars, μια τύπισσα που δήραμε στο Λουόφου, είχε πάρει τη μορφή της Ting Yun. Και θεωρητικά όταν πήρε τη μορφή της, κατέστρεψε την Ting Yun. Ωραία. Γιατί μετά απλά ξεμεταμορφώθηκε και πήρε την πραγματική της μορφή. Η Φαντάλια, κάπως έτσι, η κακιά της υπόθεσης. Από εκεί και πέρα λοιπόν, εφόσον είχε πάρει τη μορφή της Ting Yun, δεν ξέρουμε τι έχει συμβεί στην Ting Yun. Και τώρα από ό,τι φαίνεται είχε καταστραφεί τελείως η Ting Yun και η Ruan Mei, μία βλαμμένη επιστήμονας, μάλλον προσπάθησε να την ξαναενώσει. Τώρα τι είχε διαλυθεί, πώς είχε διαλυθεί και πώς την ξαναένωσαν δεν έχουμε ιδέα.
What a familiar name. Do I know her?
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me? These are...
Monsters.
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction?
Καλή ξεκούραση, Ανδρέα.
Understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait! Is this called coexisting?
Μην αγχώνεσαι, έχω το καλό το στρατό μαζί. Όλα θα πάνε καλά.
You're not alone.
That won't do. Forever triumphant. Victory.
Καληνύχτα. Ούλτι για ένα φλόρο.
I weep for the departed.
Α, καλά.
It too shall fall.
Never hesitate. Too slow.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Triple kill.
On the still waters of oblivion.
The fearless knows not fear. That won't do.
Human creations. No matter. You bully! No matter.
Destined for oblivion.
Yin and yang.
Again.
Πολύ ενδιαφέρον πάντως. Το ότι η Ting Yun Z ήταν το μεγαλύτερο plot twist που έχει βγάλει νομίζω το Honkai καιρό τώρα.
Human creations.
Ήταν μια χαρακτήρα την οποία θεωρείς νεκρή 2 chapters. Παίζει κάτι τέτοιο.
Yin and yang.
Too slow. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Και καληνύχτα. Δεν θα βαρέσει ποτέ το versus χαημένος ο Κένταφος.
Victory is inevitable.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either.
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh, no wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Ρουάν με είσαι βλαμμένη. Μπράβο, αλλά είσαι βλαμμένη.
What you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception.
Δεν ξέρω, πιστεύουμε λέει τη Ρουάν Μέι ούτε γράμμα να μου στείλει. Απλά θα την άξω το mailbox. Εγώ όλο μας διάτε γαμίσου. Μάκη, το έχεις τελειώσει το act? Ούτε να το αγγίξω.
I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment, and it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
What?
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
Το όψισα, να
I
ξέρεις.
suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
Μα γιατί? Ρε μαλακαμάκι. Σταμάτα.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Ting-Yun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first.
Μάκη, το έγραψες αυτό, σταμάτα.
I'll leave Miss Ting-Yun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then. This is ridiculous.
Yeah! Επίσης, η Άχερον δεν πρέπει να τραβήξει το σπαθί της. Άμα τραβήξει το σπαθί της θα γίνει της πουτάνας. Από τη θήκη. Αλλά... θα το αφήσουμε κάπου εδώ πέρα το βίντεο, καλό μου YouTube. Δεν θα συνεχίσουμε άλλο για σήμερα. Θα τα πούμε στο επόμενο βίντεο. Γεια σου YouTube.